I'm your host with the most welcome 23. You're joining me for Elizabeth Need Chapter 7. Power before hulking in human form as it bears down on you. I had to do it because I don't know what the hell we're approaching. Ah! John? Imogen? I go backwards, realizing that the thing looming over you isn't a huge monster at all, but Imogen, riding a horse. Good enough sound for the horse! Whoa, boy, whoa! Imogen reins in her whining mount, calming her with a soothing strokes to his flank. Imogen, when did you get on a horse, and what are you doing here? I ride when I'm angry, to clear my head. These are horse trails. What are you doing here? I was trying to find you? Pick yourself up from the ground, dusting off leaves and moss while Imogen dismounts. Did you hear anything in the trees? I could have sworn there was an animal or something. You probably just heard us riding. Scan the forest, seeing nothing but gray and green, hearing nothing but the gentle patter of rain on leaves. Press a shiver. Yeah, probably. Well, come on, you better follow us. You'll never make it back to the house on your own. She begins leading the horse forward and stay close beside her, wary of the oppressive forest all around you. Which they do so beautiful on that. Walk in silence for a while, listening to the comforting breathing of the horse and feeling the drizzle cooling your face. Imogen, I'm sorry. I know it's hard to hear that people you know, people you love, might be involved in something dark. It's not just that, it's... You have no idea what it's like being their daughter. Trying my hardest to live up to them, to get out of their shadow, to make them proud. I can't do all that and defend them too. Then don't. If they've made it this hard for you to be their daughter, then you don't owe them anything. I... Imogen slowly comes to a stop, all the emotions stirring inside her comes rushing into service. She lets out a guttural sob. Nothing I ever do is good enough. Reach a tentative hand out to touch her. Hey, it's okay. Imogen shies away from you, turning instead to bury her face in her horse's mane. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to... I didn't know you were struggling this much. Imogen sniffles and wipes hastily at her cheeks. No, it's fine. I'm just overreacting, like my mom always says. She tugs the horses forward, navigating him around an exposed rut. Take the other rein to help her, offering your hand under the horse's nose. I think he likes you. What's his name? Divios. He was a gift from my dad the day I graduated from high school. That's the last time I remember my parents being proud of me. And laughs mirthlessly through the fresh tears. Listen to me complaining while your parents are, I'm gone. Imogen, it's okay to complain. Place a hand over Imogen's where it's wrapped tightly around the reins. Yeah, my parents are gone, but that doesn't mean your parents suddenly aren't valid. This isn't a competition for whose life is worse. I know, but it feels like I should be appreciating the time I have with him, even if that time isn't what I would like. I get where you're coming from, but it's okay to put yourself first sometimes. You don't have to ignore your feelings and problems just because you feel like it's your duty to, or something. Right. Jen is no longer haunted. Thanks for being so supportive. I know you're going through your own stuff, but still take the time to make me feel better about mine. Hey, what are friends for? You release her hand to push away an errant branch and catch sight of the mansion in the distance. Looks like we're almost there. As you continue to walk, the drizzle tapers off and the sun peeks through the thin clouds, spelling any lingering menace. Forest. My parents might be critical and distant, but I know deep down they're good people. They can't be involved in this conspiracy you're talking about. Just look at the facts. Your mom was selling the house the day after Ned was killed, or whatever it is that happened to him. That house was a mess. I was there. I had to have at least. She had to have at least known about that. Well, And what about how they were so quick to say Kyle's death was an accident? They won't even listen to what you had to say. Why? I don't know. Don't you want to figure that out? Don't you want to find out what's going on in this town? Don't you want to know what really happened to Kyle? As you round a bend, you come upon a trim stable abutting Imogen's house. Together, you lead the horse inside. Imogen is pensive as she tugs Ivios to an unoccupied stall. Really think you're gonna find out all those answers in Richard's house? I hope so. All the evidence is pointing towards Richards being involved somehow with this cult. I think our chances are good of finding something at the least, and something is better than nothing. Imogen sighs, giving Ivios' velvety nose a final tender stroke. I've never been good with horse noises. Okay, I'll get you the invitations, but you need to include me in whatever it is you're planning. If you're going to find out the truth about Kyle and my parents, I should be there. That's only fair. And Imogen? Put a hand on her shoulder and gently squeeze. I promise we'll get to the bottom of this. Imogen puts her hand over yours and smiles. I believe you. Am I ever going to get any points to where I'm not haunted? I guess we'll never know. It lives beneath. Hidden depths. You stand in front of your mirror, holding up different clothes on hangers. I don't know what to wear to a gala. How fancy is too fancy? How much fancy is not fancy enough? Aye, you look like a dweeb. Ah! Turn to find Elliot leaning against the door frame. You scared the crap out of me. Literally, you could hear the ah! You're such a wuss. What are you getting all dressed up for anyway? You got a hot date? If you must know, I'm going to a gala. Ooh, a gala? Well, excuse me, your majesty. Elliot flops down on his bed with an explosive sigh. Walk over to your closet and take out another potential outfit. But what if I was dating someone? Hypothetically, how would you feel? Elliot props himself up on his elbows and looks at you suspiciously. I mean, whatever you do, I guess. Uh-huh. And, how are things going with Robbie? Elliot rolls his eyes dramatically. None of your business. Aww, so Elliot and Robbie sitting in a tree. Elliot's face turns a deep red. Oh my god, shut up! Starts laughing and Elliot launches a pillow at you. Oh! God, it's not even like that, okay? We're just friends. Uh-huh. Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean... I was just joking. What brothers do. Yeah, well, it wasn't funny. Why, did he deny your kiss? Come on, I'll go help you. Okay, I'm bored with this conversation now. You know what's not boring? A gala. Subtle topic change. Scoot. Yeah, well, I've got mad conversation skills. How the heck did you get invited to a gala? I know people in high places. These people told you to wear that? You hold up the outfit in your hand. What's wrong with this? I mean, nothing if you want to look like a total tool. Geez, fine. Disappear back in your closet and re-emerge with a navy blue tuxedo. A better? Way, wearing that no one will be able to tell you're such a dweeb, you know, until you open your mouth. Oh, Wow, I like it. A gentlemanly tuxedo for the classiest of galas. I do like it. Not bad. They do need to fix his left eye, I'm noticing that. Just just off. That looks fine, though. I like, you know me, I like black pants. I don't know. I think this was one more my speed. Ugh, you're so lame. Smile tugs at the corners of Elliot's mouth, but disappears as his worries resurface. You clear your throat. Hey, Scooter? Yeah. Wanna see me runway model this outfit? Why would I want to see that? Ever? You ignore him, striking a pose at the end of the room, and then... I think we're going for laughter is what we're trying to do here. Giraffe. Take a giant wobbly strides across the room, communing with your inner giraffe. Elliot falls over laughing. Oh my god, you're such a goober. Yeah, but isn't that why you love me, Scoot-Toot? What's going on in here? Ah, Grandpa to ruin the day. You and Elliot jump, you turn to find your grandfather standing in the doorway, arms crossed. Nothing? Doesn't look like nothing. John's going out. Elliot! Elliot looks startled, as if the words jumped out of his mouth on their own. Going out, huh? Going out where? To hang out with some, friends. There's a lengthy pause while your grandpa looks between you and Elliot. Alright, so long as you're back before cure for you. Really? Of course, I'm not a monster, John. Relieved, you won't have to sneak out tonight. Your face splits with a huge grin. Thanks, Grandpa. You won't regret it, I promise. Better none. As your grandfather looks at you oddly. Something wrong? No, sometimes you remind me of your mother. My mother? How so? Grandpa reaches up and his hand almost touches your cheek, but not quite. In your smile. Smile all the time, you know? A little girl. But then... Grandfather shakes his head and pulls his hand back. But then what? Never mind. Forget I said anything. Grandpa clears his throat and grows distant once more, the rare show of emotion passing as if it never was. Just came by to tell you kids I'll be out late tonight. Poker night with the boys. I didn't know you had friends. Try that sass on me again, and we'll see how you like sleeping in the boathouse, boy. Elliot rolls his eyes and pulls out his phone, disconnecting from the conversation. Well, thanks for letting us know. So don't forget to shut off the lights at 8. I made of money, you know. Yes, Grandpa. Grandpa turns to leave, but stops at the top of the stairs. John, better be back before curfew. There will be consequences. Swallow back an annoyed response of being treated like a child, knowing that angering him now could get you grounded. Yes, Grandpa. You step up to the opulent mansion. Beautiful people and even more beautiful clothing are filtering in and out. Laughter and music can be heard coming from inside. Whew, this place is intimidating. You spot your friends milling around outside and approach them. John, you look adores. You look beautiful. Thank God you're finally here. These heels are killing me. You look shiny. You know you could take your heels off, right? I'm not a quitter. Thanks for helping us get into this. By the way, Imogen, it's, real solid of you. We'd be up a creek without a paddle if it wasn't for you. Or up a lake without a paddle, I guess. It's the least I could do. I mean, we all want to get to the truth, right? Do we? Pardon? Look, I know I can trust these dweebs. We've been through the ringer together, but you're a wild card, Miss Jimmy Choos. Oh my god, these are Jimmy Choos! You got a good eye. Well, duh, of course you do. You're a super talented photographer. Thanks? But to address your concerns, my best friend was killed. The people closest to me are trying to convince me it was an accident. John helped me realize that I have a chance to finally get some answers. So you may not trust me completely, and I totally get that, but I hope you'll at least let me help. I'll vouch for Imogen. I don't think she's got a dishonest bone in her body. You didn't watch much of House, did you? Everybody lies. Plus, she did come through with the invites for us, so, I'll look to Danny, who rolls her eyes but smiles. Yeah, okay, fine. We're all here for the same thing. It's good enough for me. Alright, we should come up with a game plan before we head inside. What's our end goal, John? We need to find anything that connects Richard to the cult, or anything that connects the cult to the ghost in the lake. So pretty much anything weird and inexcusable. Pretty much. Just wait until you see Richard's interior decorating. It's all weird and inexplicable. Probably wouldn't keep anything incriminating in full view of his guests. Yeah, you're right. A jerkwad like that keeps all the real merchandise under wraps. We're gonna need to find a way to search the house. Richard might be a first-class tool, but he's terrifyingly attentive host. He watches his guests like a hawk. We should blend in, cause a distraction, wait for an opening, cause a distraction. Oh, I'm good at those. Question, do we have enough time for me to go back to my apartment and get a Diet Coke and Mentos? No. I like your enthusiasm, but how about not that? Once we're scooped out the territory, we can improvise something. Fine, but I'm keeping homebrewed volcano as a plan B. Oh, I'm so excited. I feel like an international super spy. You should have a signal or code word for things that go south. Good thinking, Cub Scout. Eagle Scout, actually. Okay, that point you just gained with me, I'm gonna take that back now. If we're doing signals, can I suggest the Vulcan call? Isn't that from Star Wars? Oh my god. We're done. We're done. I'm done with you. Nope, I'm taking it back. You look like shit now. What did you just say? Our warning should... yeah, pretty much. Our warning should be the funky chicken run. Jenga. I feel like Jenga. Oh, I get it. Because, like, Jenga, our plans will topple to the ground and fall. Oh, wait. Okay, I think we're all set. Everybody ready? I don't think I've ever been unready. Filled with anticipation, you and your friends follow Imogen inside. The mansion interior drips with garish opulence. Wealthy people stand in gatherings around art displays, sipping champagne. No sign of my parents, yet. I'll keep my eyes peeled for them. If it looks like they'll spot me, I'll hide. If it frowns in concern, you reassure her with a small smile. Don't worry, we've got this, okay? Okay. Return to the rest of your friends with a renewed resolve. Alright guys, you know what to do. Everyone except Danny splits off and blends into the crowd as best as they can. I gotta man my art display, but I'll keep my eyes open for a chance to slip out. Rescue me if it looks like I'm being persecuted by rich dingbats. You got it. Danny takes a deep breath and strides off to a curated display of her photographs. You casually settle up to the bar and catch the bartender's attention. What'll you have? Whiskey, beer, wine. I'll have a whiskey, please. Coming right up. You wait for your drink, you notice Robbie sitting off in a corner by himself, nursing a ginger ale. Robbie. It's been a while with Robbie. Here you go. Thanks. I don't remember what we gave Robbie for a voice. get your drink from the bar and make your way over to Robbie. What's a kid like you doing in a joint like this? John, what are you doing here? Hey, I asked you first. Oh, my dad's party, so I kinda have to be here. Oh, yeah, Richard's your dad, huh? Sit down beside him. What's that like? It's, I don't know, it's fine. He's the only dad I got, so... So, what about your mom? She's great. Lives in Tulsa with her partner, Jamie. Oh, well that's cool. Do you visit her a lot? Not as much as I'd like to, but pretty much every Hanukkah and New Year's. Well, is it hard not having her around? Sometimes. Okay, a lot of time actually. When I was a kid, she's the one I turned to when I had a problem. Without her around, it feels like I'm walking a tightrope without a net. I think I know exactly how you feel. Is that why you're sitting here all bummed out alone? Nah, it's just people aren't my kind of crowd. Is that because they're total snobs? God, yes. They're the worst. They hate everything unless it's made out of gold and has its own personal chef. Yikes. They do sound pretty awful. I don't even know the half of it. Every time I talk, it's like they're sizing me up, digging out everything wrong with me. Do you have any idea what it's like to be judged by every single thing you do? Yes. Yes, I do. I don't, actually. And you should be seriously grateful, because it sucks big time. I think that's why I'm so surprised to see you here. Because I'm not rich? No, because you're not awful. Oh, well, a friend invited me and I couldn't refuse. She's kind of a sweetheart. Saying no to her is like kicking a puppy. Imogen Westcott, right? Ah, so you know her. A little, but you're right. She's the best. As you take a drink, you notice Robbie looking around the room. I like how my voice for him is slowly evolving. You didn't bring Elliot, too, did you? Why? Missing him already? Robbie chokes on his drink and his face goes red. Aha! Have you two held hands yet? No, I was just... I thought, I am kidding. He's my little brother and I'm gonna give you shit. You break his heart and I'll break your goddamn limbs. Robbie relaxes a little, but his cheeks stay bead red. You know, you and Elliot. Make a cute couple. Robbie's face goes even more redder. He tries to hide it by taking another drink. We aren't dating. Maybe you should. But you'd like to be. A goofy, fond smile makes its way onto Robbie's face. Yeah, I would. Is, that okay? I told you, it's fine. I fully support it. You break his heart and I'm breaking everything in your body. What do you mean? Well, he's your little brother. You be okay if I ask him out? Robbie, come on. You're not proposing. If you want to ask him out, go for it. Robbie fidgets with the glass in his hand. You, say yes? I'm not sure, but why not give it a shot? Robbie takes a deep, calming breath. Okay. From across the room, you see Richard waving Robbie over. I guess that's my cue. Robbie downs the last of his ginger ale and stands. Hey, Robbie? Yeah? Hang in there, and... Or all the horde of it now. If you hurt Elliot, I'll kill you. Robbie blenches. I'm just messing with you. Or am I? But seriously, I know Kung Fu, and I also know where you live. Robbie backs away slowly. As Robbie nears his dad, you can hear snatches of Richard's holding him. Robert William Sutcliffe, I've told you 100 times to go upstairs and change into your tuxedo. But Dad... No buts, young man, upstairs now. Or kid. I hope he does okay. In the place where Robbie was sitting, you notice a square piece of cloth. A handkerchief? Pick it up and see it's been embroidered with the letters RWS, which are his initials. Gotta be Robbie's. Must have fallen out of his pocket when he stood up. Scan the crowd for Robbie, but he's nowhere to be seen. I'll hold on to it for now and give it back when I see him again. You look through the throng of people. For your friends, Parker is being chatted up by two old ladies while Imogen and Tom are tearing up the dance floor. Catch Danny's eye, and she makes a pleading motion with her eyebrows. Looks like it's time for that rescue. I'm glad that only one of us is actually doing the job, and by one of us I mean me. Take a last sip of your drink and make your way over to her. You stuffy men are arguing over one of her photographs as you approach. But I'm willing to offer 500. 500. Ridiculous. I'd easily pay double that. For what? It's not as if you have any taste. This piece clearly belongs in an office that wasn't decorated by a nearsighted baboon. Danny grabs you by the elbow and whispers in your ear. Kill me. Kill me now. You mean you don't want a front row seat to Twiddledee and Tweedledum's Battle of the Wits? Can we please get out of here? If I stand here any longer and listen to this for 5 more minutes, my ears are going to start bleeding. Taking a break with Danny will give you a chance to spend time alone. No, we're supposed to be plotting against this guy who's throwing the party, and we want to have time alone. No, we can't leave yet. Guys are the worst. I mean, these guys are the worst at being poor, am I right? Two men look at each other confused. You lean closer to Danny and lower your voice. Just a little longer, okay? Fine, but if my ears start bleeding, it's your fault. The band strikes up a romantic tune, and couples begin making their way onto the dance floor. You look around at your friends, Danny standing by her photographs, Parker by the bar, Tom and Imogen talking off to one side. As long as we're trying to blend in. I want to dance with Danny. That would get her away from the two dicks. I want to dance with Parker. Imogen's looking fine in the dress, however, since you didn't get the damn Star Trek reference, I'm mad. Myself. Just gonna get on the dance floor and just tear it up, man. Just let's do it. For now, you. You turn to Danny with a grin. Care to waltz, my lady? Waltzing is an outdated institution of a dead... Really? Aristocracy. But I do know how to tango. Danny takes your hand and pulls you to the dance floor. It's a dance, for fuck's sakes. She leads you into a series of complicated steps and dips until you end up breathlessly pressing against each other. Not bad, huh? Not bad, you're amazing. Where'd you learn to dance like that? Fun. I don't think I'd spend all my time taking pictures and being a social justice warrior, do you? I guess I've been underestimating you. You wouldn't be the first. She dips you one more time, and when you come back up, your faces are almost touching. Ah, we have a choice now. Dip her, which I could take that so many ways as a pun, or kiss her. John. You lean in, your bottom lip grazing hers as you close the distance between you. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Richard standing beside the narrow door, looking furtively around the room. Make sure he isn't being watched, then opens the door to hurry a person inside. Then another and another. John, what's wrong? Watch Richard look around one last time and scurry through the door, closing it behind him. Richard, he's up to something. Come on. You take your dance partner by the hand and head for the door, motioning to your friends as you go. Stop outside the narrow door, your friends gathering around you. What's going on, John? What did you see? Richard. He and a bunch of people just went in there. You think they're up to their cult stuff? Well, they're not in there playing patty cake. Are we going in there? aren't they, like, gonna get crazy mad at us? Well, we can just say we got lost looking for the bathroom. If we bust in, we have a good chance of catching them in the act of, well, something. I'm behind you, John. Let's do this. Did you bring your gun, Parker? Make sure no one's watching you, and after counting to 10, you open the door and step inside, your friends close behind. Ah, a wine cellar. There's no one here. Sure you saw Richard and those people come in here? Positive. And they gotta be in here somewhere. Unless they've mastered the art of teleportation. I was actually hoping you made another Star Trek reference just so Imogen would look dumb as shit. But continue. Teleportation? Really? That sounds super neat, but don't you think it'd be easier just to use the door? I just told my statement true. I'll turn and find Imogen pointing at a thin door, partially obscured by wine racks. Bingo. Around the racks and discover the door is locked by an unusual keypad. That's strange. This keypad looks ancient. The keys are made of bronze or copper or something. It's definitely like any of the keypad at my house. That's for sure. They don't even look like numbers. And even if they were numbers, we've got no idea what the code could be. Unless... not teleportation, Tom. Aww. They beamed up. You don't have any items to help solve the puzzle. Man, it'd be nice to have some hint or something. Well, I could give it a shot. Pick a symbol. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I mean... I'm gonna wing this. This one. Zzz. The light at the top of the keypad flashes red. I don't think that's the right. Oh, okay, we got one. I'm gonna go with this one. Zzz. The light at the top of the keypad flashes red. Still not right. You know, these symbols look like a lot like letters. Oh, and he would make it like his name. RSW? Am I being correct? Letters? I wonder what password Richard would use. Something maybe important to him? R. S. What? At the top of the keypad flashes red. Something important to Richard. Wait, Robbie's handkerchief. He has 3 initials. That's what it was! It was RSW, unless it was RWS? Question mark? We know it's R. Okay, so we picked this one, right? Doesn't look like any letter. Like, this looks like the W. Did we? I don't think we picked this one yet. That one, and then the S, maybe? In case I'm a dumbass. Aha! A light at the top of the keyboard blinks green, and the door swings open, revealing a dark hallway. Way to go, John. It's nothing, really. Bullshit, it isn't nothing. Ha, smart and humble. You are a full package. So who's going through that creepy cult door first? Get behind me. If things go south, remember the single signal. Time to see where this rabbit hole goes. Parker wedges himself through the door, and the rest of you follow after him. I think that's the first time I've ever seen. Before you is a dimly lit hallway, countless closed doors stretching off on either side. Who even needs this many doors? What is this, a boarding school for wayward cultist youth? We should split up. Choose one each, and the fastest way to search them. Keep your eyes peeled. Any sign of danger, you alert the others, got it? Copy that, Captain. You and your team, well, your friends, break apart. each taking a door. You open the first door on your left and click on the line. The room is unoccupied and dusty with disuse. All clear. Looks like some kind of guest room? I found a collection. A watch collection. Like, seriously? It's all watches. What's with rich guys and watches? You turn to the hall and close the door softly. All clear here too. Just a closet. Got another guest room here. Clear. Whoa, guys. You gotta check this out. What'd you find? You all pile up behind Tom and see an impressive display of weapons, relics. I think we found the treasure room, you guys. The five of you slowly wander inside, gaping at the vast collection. It range from crumbling mass to polished glaze, some fearsome and some deadly looking, others fragile and beautiful. Wow. Artifacts are practically ancient. They belong in a museum, not some guy's basement. You wander between the displays, inspecting the various items. Beautiful orb. I'm gonna go with beautiful orb. Can you tell what this is? What it's used for? Your guess is as good as mine. Cult stuff? Cult stuff. Imogen drifts over to a display and places her hand on the glass, her eyes go unfocused, mouth falling partially open. You carefully make your way over to her. Find something interesting? Imogen snaps out of her daze and smiles sheepishly at you. Oh, I don't know. I just sort of felt drawn here. Curious artifact. Has 3 symbols on it. It doesn't really look like anything. Maybe a necklace? What are they? Bolas. Ranchers used them to catch cattle. Wait, how do you know that? I'm serious, I don't even have to read it. I grew up around horses, duh. Again, I didn't even know that, and I grew up near horses. No one does bolas in like 400 years. It's the strangest thing, though. It's almost like this is gonna be... It's gonna sound super weird, but it's almost like it's calling to me. Watches a ruin carved in the bolas glows faintly. You found another ruin item. Grabbing the ruin bolas for Imogen will bring you one step closer to unlocking the special outfit. Oh boy, we get to be Wonder Woman with bolas. Leave them. You don't want to set off any alarm or anything. Imogen quickly pulls her hand off the glass. Oh wow, I didn't even think of that. Okay, we forgive you this time. So the top one is the birdcage, so that one's completely blacked out now. You didn't get the ruined bolas. This stuff is cool and all, but does any of it prove Sir Swarmy is up to no good? Unfortunately, none of this is actually legal. You say that, but this wallpaper should definitely be considered a crime. Big burn, Imogen. We should keep going. The longer we stay here, the higher our chances of being caught. John's right. Let's get moving, people. Everybody leaves the artifact room, remembering to close the door behind you. You continue down the hall until you spot a door with a reinforced brass doorknob and lock. Hey, come check this out. You don't find that sort of thing at your local Home Depot. Oh, this is definitely the final boss door. But unless somebody has a key they haven't told us about, I don't see how we're getting in here. Hey, Imogen, can I borrow a couple of your bobby pins? Sure, here. Imogen plucks 2 bobby pins from her hair and hands them over to Parker. Parker's been playing Fallout 76! Thank you kindly. Parker sinks to his knees in front of the lock and gently inserts the pins. Are you picking the lock? No, he's cleaning it. You know they taught B and E in Boy Scouts. Our motto is to always be prepared. Parker spent several minutes jingling the pins on the lock. Finally hear a faint click. Got it. You sure did. Before you turn, strong hand seize you and wrench you backwards. Whoa! John! Don't move. You're being held by a large, hooded man. Two other robed figures flank him, cutting off your escape. You're caught because you didn't have the skeleton key. Uh-oh. One of the cultists cracks their knuckles while the other snaps out a baton buzzing with electricity. Get that away from me. Jinga! I think we're one stun baton too late for code words and signals. Struggle to get free, but the grip of your arms is like iron. Get off of me! Get off! Over the door, sister. Of course, brother. Parker, barring the doorway, glares at them. I'm not gonna let you. Hooded woman jabs the end of the stun baton into Parker's gut. Ah! Parker! He slumps to the ground, all his muscles seizing up in pain. I'll freaking kill you. Danny launches herself at the robed woman, only to be grabbed from behind. Let go of me! The female cultist shoves Parker's limp form aside, swings the door open, revealing a dimly lit room within. After you. Look at the signal on the rose. You find yourself on your knees in a cold, dim room. You hear your friends being tossed in behind you. What is the meaning of this? Sorry to interrupt your meeting, leader, but we caught these trespassers trying to break in. You look up to find 5 figures in robes standing around a table, their backs to the light. As your eyes adjust, you see Astrid, Vincent, Mom and Dad, Richard, Chief Kelly. Wow, he looks kind of younger. Abe. Your friend's voices fade into the background as your gaze fixes on the 5th figure. For a long moment, you're unable to even process what you're seeing. But then his eyes meet yours, and the world seems to fall out from under you. Oh, shit. Well, hi, Grandpa. It's, nice of you to be here. Grandpa? What brings you to this place, Grandpa? Thought you had poker with the boys tonight. Chapter 7 complete! 19, 28. Rattled. Yeah. Rattled. So everybody except for... Oh no, Tom's the weakest. Aww! Well, so we improved 30 this week. I will accept that. We're slowly getting there. Evil Grandpa. I really want to know. I want to start a Diamond Edition just to see who's in that case. But the thing is a Diamond Edition won't be out for 14 more weeks. Think of it like that. Like, there's no point. That case will probably not open until, I'd say, chapter 15 to 18. I feel like it's going to be another 7 weeks. 7 weeks minimum before we even get a clue what's behind there. So yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, head down description below, links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. You can always watch our Choices streams live on Twitch. There's a link for that as well. And without further ado, I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.